Once again, welcome to you all in my social science class. I am Arshia Aziz, and children, we are studying the chapter number 1 of geography, the earth's structure and landforms. So, in that, today I will explain you the structure of the earth and rocks. So, let's begin. Our Earth is unique as it has land, air, and water to sustain life. The Earth originated about 5 billion years ago. Children, do you know that? In the beginning, it was hot and molten, but slowly it cooled down and acquired the present form and shape. During its cooling process, its surface has been undergoing changes throughout these years. We still have very limited information about what is inside our Earth. A detailed study of the interior of the Earth is done by geologists. It is impossible to reach the center of the earth because the temperature inside increases with the increase in depth. So, geologists have taken the help of earthquake to determine the structure of the earth. During earthquakes, vibrations are produced, just as the vibration of a string of a musical instrument produce sound waves. The earth's vibrations produce seismic waves. By observing the path and speed of a seismic wave, scientists can find out the types and arrangement of the materials through which it passed. From such observations, we now know that the earth consists of 3 concentric layers. Children, concentric means parallel or side by side. Children, you might have seen an onion. If you cut it, you will observe that it has different layers. Similarly, the earth also has different layers. These layers are broadly categorized as crust, mantle, and core. Now, children, we will learn about the very first layer of the earth, the crust. So, children, the crust is the solid outermost layer, and children, it is also called the lithosphere. The crust is very thin with an average thickness of 35 kilometers. Suppose if the earth was an egg, then the crust could be regarded as the shell. The crust is not uniformly thick at all places. It is thinner under the oceans and thicker under the continents. Although the crust is made up of many elements such as oxygen, sulfur, sodium, yet silica and alumina are the major elements of the continental crust. Thus, it is also called Sil. Here, Si stands for silica while Al stands for alumina. The oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium, so it is also called SiMa. Here Si stands for silica and Ma for magnesium. Children, the surface is quite uneven. For example, Mount Everest is 8,848 meters above sea level, and Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean is 11,034 meters below sea level. The second layer is the mantle. Children, it is the middle layer of the earth. It lies between the crust and core. It extends up to a depth of about 2,900 kilometers. Its chief constituents are silicates of iron and magnesium. Both the depth and density of the mantle increases with increasing depth towards the center of the earth. Children, mantle has two parts, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. Just see, the arrows are there. The upper mantle is about 670 km thick, while the lower mantle is about 2200 km thick. I hope children it is clear to each and everyone. Children, the top layer of the upper mantle is solid. Below this layer lies a soft layer. Because of the high temperature in this layer, the rocks here are in a soft state, a stage they reach before melting. This layer begins at a depth of 50 km and children extend up to a depth of 300 km. Now, lower mantle. The lower mantle is a solid region starting at about 700 km. Unlike the upper mantle, is composed of rocks of uniform hardness. The third layer, the core. Children, it is the innermost layer of the earth. It is about 3500 km thick. It is a dense layer. It is made up of heavy metals like iron, nickel, and it is called Nif. Ni is for nickel and Fe for ferrum, Latin for iron, means it's a Latin term for iron. The temperature at the core are high enough to melt all metals. The study of seismic waves shows that outer part of the core is molten while its innermost part is solid. Children, I hope these layers are clear to you. Now children, we study about the rocks. Children, pay attention. Just look. I have connected some of the small pieces of the rocks. See children, these are the different from each other. Okay, and it looks so beautiful. Okay, and you can see in your surroundings you can find such type of rocks pieces. Children, what are rocks? So, lithosphere is made up of rocks. Lithos in Greek means rock. Rocks are hard material like marble, granite, and sandstone, as well as soft material like clay, sand, gravel, silt. In fact, everything that forms the lithosphere of the earth is called rock. Children, please note down this definition in your rough copy. Children, rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring chemical compounds. Minerals, feldspar, and quartz are common constituents of rocks. Children, see the pictures are there. Minerals vary in color, texture, hardness, and luster. Diamond is the hardest known mineral. Some edible substances like halite or rock salt are minerals. Children, metals and ores. Some rocks contain useful minerals from which metals like iron, copper, and gold can be extracted. These minerals are called ore. Rocks like marble, granite, basalt, and sandstone are good building materials. Most of these rocks are used in making buildings. Types of rocks. Children, different types of rocks are formed in different ways. Thus, they have different characteristics with regard to their composition, color, size, and texture. On the basis of their mode of formation, there are three major types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. Children, I will explain in detail these types of rocks in my next video. So, stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.